And thank you for choosing Graphs TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. We're coming to you live tonight with Smackdown and Rampage on our watch-along tonight, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, you know? I'm a little bit under the weather right now, got a little bit of a touch of the flu, something similar to that right now. We're working on a couple of other things, trying to get everything set up here. Just kind of bear with me just a minute while we try to get everything else handled here. Give me about 2 seconds. Let's see here. Just a few little technical glitches going on. I hope everybody can actually see me on Twitter. Apparently, I'm not showing up anywhere else right now, so let's just work it out and see what we got here. Let's just jump right in. Smackdown's loading right away. Let's see what we got. Just getting through the introduction here. It's been a little chilly around here. And so if I can't see your chats right now, it's because I'm having all kinds of technical glitches that I did not see coming. But that's okay. We're going to get through it. Oh my goodness, we got 12 viewers right out the gate. And Smackdown's coming live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let's see here. Not a bad look either, honestly. And we're doing our traditional walkthroughs right now. Everybody's making their way into the arena. Let's see here. Wow, 12 viewers right out of the gate. Thank you very much, everybody. And, of course, we got the Street Profits and the Motor City Machine Guns making their walkthrough. Everybody looking totally excited. Not going to lie, man. They're looking a little bit miffed. Hopefully that translates. And we've got an opening segment from Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes making his way to the ring as we speak. Let's see here. 14 viewers. By the way, guys, if you're chatting, I can't see it right away because nothing's showing up just yet. I apologize. I'm working through it. Just kind of bear with me here, if you will. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, I finally found me here somewhere. Nothing's showing up just yet. I apologize. All righty, so I can see it. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. I've got you up there now. At least I can see the chats. There we go. Yeah, I can definitely see you, Catherine. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got all kinds of cool stuff going on tonight. Cody looks like he's dressed to fight. He doesn't look like he's dressed to politics, so let's see what's going on here. We might have a little bit of early action coming in here. Wow, 16 already. I mean, what? We're like not even 5 seconds into this. Thank you. All right. Cody Rhodes has a mic. Let's see what he's got to say. Cody Rhodes is a man with a great deal on his mind. Of course, we got a recap from last week. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton getting into it slightly when Kevin Owens hits him with, oh my goodness, a pile driver. Just out of nowhere. Randy Orton getting his bell rung. Kevin is just looking around with that Kevin is not wrong look. Just to make sure. Let's make sure the audio is working out fine here. All right. That sounds not really that much better. Y'all let me know if the audio is a little bit goofy or anything like that. All right, that sounds a lot better right there. Something was going crazy. Just reset the soundboard. All right, and immediately he's calling Kevin Owens out. We got 20 viewers right out of the gate. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. There we go. He just called Kevin Owens out. Let's see if Kevin makes his way down here.
Kevin Owens, get out here right now.
Oh, he said it with a little bit more firmness in his voice. Okay, thank you, Catherine. I was just being careful about that. I've had a couple of glitches blowing up already here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here comes Nick Aldis to play Peacemaker.
One of the greatest of all time, laid up with severe cervical trauma after he was gone for like a year and a half, having his back fused together. Okay, I understand that this is a very different situation.
Uh-oh, Nick Aldis going to play Peacemaker here.
Use a pile driver. Yeah, a pile driver. There's a reason why that move is outlawed in this company, because we don't want this generation ending up in wheelchairs in 20 years. Okay?
Yeah, that's right. We don't want this generation ending up in wheelchairs in 20 years like the last generation didn't. Got it. Okay. All right. Nick Aldis making his way up here. He's still having a conversation with Cody Rhodes. Let's see what we got going on here.
So, the fact of the matter is, until we figure this thing out, I can't have him here.
So Kevin Owens is theoretically not in the building. Of course, we know that may not be true. We know it may be true. Hey, I mean, hey. You know how that goes. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You are making a martyr of Kevin Owens. You're giving him exactly what he wants.
Yes. Yes, he is.
This is a man who drives a Lamborghini. I don't know if the message is
Man.
going to land like you think. Let me handle this, Nick. Let me handle this. Kevin Owens is self-righteous. Kevin Owens is indignant. Kevin Owens is Pharisaic. In short, Kevin Owens is an Cody.
Uh-oh, cut him off before he said the A word. Oh, getting tough here now. Let's see here. Like, comment, share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. We just getting started right here. We're 7 minutes into this thing already. Wow, this is blowing by pretty quickly.
The roster, knowing that I know if you give them an inch, they take a mile. Yeah? And next thing you know, the inmates are running the asylum. So here it is. You can't get here until this situation is resolved internally.
Okay, so Kevin Owens is going to be off television until this situation is resolved internally. That is okay.
Internally. Nick, be real for me for a second. I know that in your role, you have to be objective, you have to be dispassionate, but I also know what's under that jacket. I know you're a former wrestler, you're still a wrestler. I know that you're a good man too. So put yourself in my shoes for just a second.
All right, Cody Rhodes making the case on why Kevin Owens ought to be back on television.
To call it this way, to call this Monday. Imagine you being the one saying, I don't know if his neck is broken. Imagine when they ask the question, why? That you have to tell them, well, Kevin Owens is telling everybody under the sun, it's because of me. WrestleMania 40.
All right.
Of my life, professionally and personally. You know a moment that happened in that ring? I was on Randy Orton's shoulders. I dropped down to the mat. He looked me in the eyes and he said, hey, Code Man, I'm proud of you. And as much as I loathe the nickname Code Man, it's a moment that I will cherish forever because that's what Randy Orton
All righty.
to me. So
Let's see here. Cody Rhodes letting a little bit out of the bag there with Codeman. Hashtag Codeman.
because that's because of me. If I can't handle my business in a WWE ring, what do you expect me to do? You want me to buy a ticket? You want me to go to his house? You want me to knock on his door? You want me to beat his ass in his front yard?
So Cody Rhodes is now threatening to go to Kevin Owens' house and beat his ass in his front yard. That'll go over well.
Champion, I know that is not how you want me representing this brand, but Nick, this ball is in your court, and I won't be waiting very long.
Cody Rhodes tells Nick Aldis the ball's in his court, and he will not be waiting very long. So let's go ahead and just let's analyze this situation here for just a minute. Let's say Cody Rhodes does go to Kevin Owens' house and do exploits. Notice how you can say everything he said in one word, exploits. So let's say he does do that. Out of curiosity, where's the build at for that? Just asking. Just honestly asking. All right, Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn not getting the yeet back from Jimmy, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
He's on the way, he'll be here shortly. He wants all of us to be in the same room together so we can go over to play for war games. Alright? Yeah, we still gonna need a fifth member for war games, man. You know what? I think there's someone else I can ask. Let's go for a shot. I'll catch you.
Sami Zayn throws another mystery idea out there that he's going to go ask somebody else to be the fifth man. And meanwhile, Bayley beginning to make her way down to the ring here. I pulled down something for this. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull up that image right now as we speak, so kind of bear with me here on this thing. Yeah. This is going to be the first match in the Women's United States Championship Tournament. Let's see here. Bayley still making her way down to the ring here. Bear with me just a minute here. I'm trying to find that picture I've got on hand here. I had it, and then I lost it. There it is. I grabbed the picture for the Women's United States Championship Tournament. On one side here, we got Bayley, Candice LeRae, and B-Fab. That's going to be the match we get here. On the other side there, we've got Jade Cargill, Minchin, and Piper Niven. And then we've got Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Elektra Lopez, Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, and Blair Davenport. Now, with that said, between Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, Blair Davenport, I see Blair Davenport coming out of that one. The match we've got right now, I kind of see Bayley, but a lot of people are screaming for Candice LeRae. No idea why. But, yeah, I see Bayley kind of coming out of this thing. And I'm trying to match up the pictures with what's available. Can't quite do that just yet. Usually when they lay these things out here, the picture in there is going to match the picture going into the next round. Jade Cargill, Minchin, and Piper Niven. Minchin coming out of that group. And Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Elektra Lopez. We can go ahead and eliminate Tiffany Stratton because she is the Money in the Bank briefcase winner. That leaves Naomi and Elektra Lopez in that one right there, and I'm kind of feeling Naomi. My question to this whole thing is, and it's a legitimate question, we're on a commercial break anyway. So my actual question is, where's all the new talent? I mean, I understand what you're saying there, Catherine. I mean, out of this entire crowd here, I don't know. If B-Fab wins, that would be interesting. I'm sure we'd hear about it on Covalent TV, of course. But if B-Fab happens to win that thing, what does that do for Bayley in this situation? Not that I think Bayley's in a lose-lose on this one. Doesn't matter how you slice it. Bayley's in a lose-lose all the way across the board here. If she wins, it's not going to be popular. If she loses, then it looks like they're burying her. So I don't really know at this exact moment how I feel about this whole thing. People were asking me, but my question is, where are I kind of wanted to see like a mention and trying to think because there's a few women that I think probably could handle this one.
I'm the team mascot. Boy, am I running late.
All right, Martin, appreciate you. I get you. I get you. I got you. AEW Live. I know. I'm with you on that one, Martin. I appreciate it. I'm going to watch. Yeah. I appreciate that, Martin. I do the best I can. When I do these shows here, I add a little bit of analysis into it, but I really try to do it from a fan base perspective. Now, I do push a show for Covalent TV that comes on after this. That's their live review. And they're a little bit more pointed. They get a little bit more surgical with everything. I am just here. Really, honestly, I want to give like a fan experience and so on and so forth. I know I got my AEW shirt on because Rampage is on. That gave me an excuse to wear it, etc., etc. In all seriousness, yeah. Now, Full Gear, I may. There's a couple of things that need to happen, but I may go to Full Gear myself. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, I'd love that. All right, we're back. The action's kicked off here with WWE and Candice LeRae coming down here. I'm trying to remember. There's a name is right on the tip of my tongue. I took a nap before the show started so I'd be rested because I knew it was going to be a late night. Oh, wow. Shout out to 24. I was kind of hoping that the United States title would come down to Zelina Vega and Mention. That was, if I had a dream matchup for what WWE could do with the women that they've got, with the women that are available for this show, if I had a thought about that, I would like to see, Mention and Zelina Vega. If I had my druthers about this, but Zelina Vega's nowhere even in the middle of the tournament. I don't know what's going on at this point. That's where I'm at. I'm kind of stuck on it, and that's a point right there. That's something I would really die for. I would die on that hill. I mean, I've got it set on Triller right now because I'm probably going to wind up at the end of the day. I'm probably going to wind up right here in my office, in my studio, watching Full Gear live and doing a live watch along. That's probably how it's going to wind up this year. World's End, on the other hand, is a real possibility. World's End is a real possibility. It's going to be cold as balls up here in North Carolina. And if I needed an excuse to go to Orlando, Florida, maybe catch a little bit of a warmer temperature than what I got here, yeah, World's End, I'm thinking, is probably the one I'm going to be at if I'm going to be at one. And next year I'm going to try to do at least 2 pay-per-views. I think I'm going to try to do All In Texas. I think I'm definitely going to be there for that one. I can't really think of a WWE pay-per-view that I would pay $200 for nosebleed seats to watch 5 matches, or 6, 7 at tops. Now they're getting up to 7 matches, but I can't see where I would pay like $200 to $500 for nosebleed seats for 7 matches. To me, that's just a little bit of not quite value. But we've got them in here. We've got a triple threat. We've got Bayley. We got B-Fab. We got Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie herself, and everybody's trying to figure out what page they're on immediately. There's the bell. Pixie goes low. Pixie goes low on Bayley. B-Fab gets a handful of pixie hair and comes up with a Tyson-esque type slap. Thank God Mike Tyson did that. I got something to refer to him on. If anybody's got any updates on the Tyson fight, you can let us know. I almost did not. I literally almost did not even think about the Tyson fight because it's like much ado about nothing for me. I think Tyson's going to whoop Paul in less ground than took his mama to have him, but that's just me. Wow, 24. Good Lord. Keep this energy coming, guys. I really appreciate the hell out of this. B-Fab and Candice LeRae going at it one-on-one technically, because Bayley is nowhere to be found. Candice LeRae showing that real hateful meanness streak she's got. Spirit Airlines will get you down there, Martin, for $99. You can't beat it. You have to fly coach, but you know what? Who the hell cares? It's easier than driving. It's there. You're there in a couple of hours. It's over with. Also, there is an airline out there that's got a yearly thing, which I'm going to buy next year. Okay, so, damn. Okay, so that's where all these people are coming from. I was thinking there wasn't going to be hardly anybody here to watch because they were talking about that. And I was like, well, I'm still going to put the show on. Regardless. And when did okay, they did this last week. I was going to say, when did Smackdown start doing picture-in-picture for their commercials? Well, I guess it's been a couple of weeks now. Between the way everything's gone and so on and so forth, but there is one airline carrier there you can spend like $600 a year and fly anywhere you want to that they fly to. She used to put like one $600 payment down for the whole year and fly wherever you want to go. I'm using that service to do some of our inspections down in Arkansas because I'm going to spend way more than $600 in gas driving down there, and $600 is fairly easy on me when it comes to that. But there's a couple of airlines out there. One of these days I'll get my son told me about them, so when the time comes I'll ask him again. But Spirit Airlines get you down there for $99. Can't beat that. Can't beat that at all. Get you right into Orlando. Still running the commercial here. Candice LeRae is beating the holy hell out of B-Fab over here, so I'm not sure Catherine's going to get what she's after here tonight, because it looks like Candice LeRae's carrying the torch on this one. 1, 2. Bayley found her way back into the ring to break the pin up. Let's see what else we got here. Candice looks like she took a stiff shot there. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. Hung around over the ropes. She's down on the floor now. We're going to get Bayley and Candice doing their thing for a minute. By the way, I'm almost remiss. I got right into the show, saw all these people, and lost my mind. You know, this show is brought to you by Cosmic Snacks and Freshen Up Energy. When you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks, and when you want to find synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. Bayley with a stiff shot to the back, solid forearm drop. We got a 1, we got a 2, and we got a kick out. Not quite enough for even 2.5 just yet. I think it's going to take a little bit more than that to put Candice out here. But, I mean, seriously, on the airline thing there is an airline out there that has $600 a year flight for flying anywhere you want to. I think you have to give them 24 hours notice or 48 hours notice or something like that. $600, fly anywhere you want to go. Anyway, Candice picked up a 2 count on that. Bayley's working her way back to the ring, but I don't know if anybody knows this, but, you know, in a three-way or a fatal four-way, there's the ropes I don't think do you any good. I could be wrong. This could be one of those weird matches where ropes matter, but I'm about 150,000% sure that the ropes really don't make a whole lot of difference. B-Fab taking over control now. Maybe, you know, Catherine's pick here. B-Fab getting some pretty good TV time in on this one here. Just ate the turnbuckle and started questioning life decisions almost immediately. You could see the V-rings popping out of her head all the way over here. Got her back in the ring here now. Another one just kind of hung her over the ropes yet again. Bayley dragging B-Fab back in, up on the second rope right now as Bayley coming off of the second rope with a high elbow to the back. And we're going to get a 1 and not really anything else because Candice LeRae runs in and breaks up the pin. Candice breaking up the pin. Big high elbow coming there off of Bayley. Let's see here. Now all 3 women are down on the mat looking up at the sky, and I do believe at least 1 or 2 of them are questioning life decisions at this point. All three of them in a little bit of a huddle here, having a conversation themselves, probably talking about the Paul Tyson fight tonight. You never know. But meanwhile, they're saying what they would do if it were them versus Paul or Tyson. Now they just tagged in. Actually, B-Fab and Bayley working on a double team, and Candice LeRae takes both of them out. Oh my good God. And we are live on Graphs TV and the Sicko Show. I am your host, the Matty Man. All three women laid down in the floor in a symbiotic circle. That's a big word, but it means something. I'm trying to see if I can pull some storytelling out here. I'm trying to see if these ladies are actually trying to tell a story with the match as well, or whether they're just calling action in, and that was innovative. 1, 2, not quite enough for 3, but that move Candice LeRae just dropped right there was absolutely, that was mind-blowingly innovative. Candice LeRae getting frustrated because, yeah, that should have took at least one of them out. Hopped up on B-Fab's back, did a code breaker on Bayley with sort of a coffin drop on B-Fab there all at the same time. B-Fab getting back up real quickly, meets Candice LeRae halfway up on the top turnbuckle. Candice fights her off. She's down and back on her back. Bayley jumping up there to get her some. Pause. Bayley up to the second rope, beating up on Candice up there on the top. Getting her set for a suplex position here. Looks like we're going to have something similar to a superplex. B-Fab getting under there for the power bomb. Oh, Candice reversing it. 1, 2, and almost a pinning predicament. Candice is busting out all the innovation tonight here. Candice is being innovative with her moveset. Now, I realize we have comments about her on the regular, but damn if she ain't showing up to fight tonight. Candice LeRae going batshit all over everybody. She's past frustrated right now. This is what happens when you get kids, you know, because you get tired of dealing with it, and you get that I got a kid look. Leave me alone. B-Fab catching Candice with a modified F5. Picked up the 2 count, about a 2.5, but that was what, like a modified F5? Big boot to the midsection. What was that? B-Fab breaking out the innovation. Almost a 3 count. Just outside of a 3 count. Bayley like looking around talking to ghosts at this point. I don't even know if she knows what planet she's on. And Bayley hits her with a Bayley to belly suplex. Candice throws Bayley completely out of the ring. Jumps into a what? Almost a 3 count for B-Fab. Candice walked right into that small package right there. Big vicious knee to B-Fab though. Big vicious knee. Second rope missed the, yeah. Bayley's back in the ring, throws Candice into the corner. B-Fab with a rage punch. I don't know what you would call that. Oh, sidewalk slam. 1, 2, and Candice picks B-Fab up and tries to throw her out of the ring. That didn't quite work out so well. Big boot from B-Fab to Candice. B-Fab walking back over, stalking almost Bayley. Uh-oh. Bayley does a reverse and picks up the 3 count. Wow. Bayley picks up the pin. 1, 2, 3. Hytham, you know, I wouldn't disagree with you. And there's people that are still out right now that have not yet been introduced to this bloodline thing to anybody. The guy who, Hikuleo, has yet to make his way to WWE, and I think they're really playing that part up there. I don't know. But in the meantime, Bailey picks up the win, and so much for pushing. Anyway, I'm not even getting into that part of it right now. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn back there talking to LA Knight, seeing about whether LA Knight will join him for this little bloodline extravaganza here, and they're heading to a commercial. We're going to take it with them on this one here. We'll be right back here in a solid maybe 1 minute. Hang tight. We'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah, it's hard to tell with this bloodline thing yet. We need Paul Heyman back. Oh, and we got 28 viewers. Good Lord. 28 viewers live on all platforms. I really appreciate that, guys. More than you'll ever know. You know what? It's possible that this finishes out. I'm going to blow your mind, Hatham. I hope I got that right. I'm going to blow your mind here. I think the end run for this, for some ridiculous reason, is going to be Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns, and I think Roman Reigns is going to put Jacob Fatu over. That's where I think it's going. The only way Jacob Fatu gets over is with a win over Roman Reigns. I do believe that's the only way he's going to. I don't know. I got a thought about that. I'm going to do a show probably either tomorrow morning or Sunday morning after I get out of church about the bloodline itself. And I'm going to have that up and ready to go probably by about 8, 9 o'clock Eastern Time Sunday, where I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about the bloodline. I think in order to make this story progress in a way that WWE wants it to progress, they got to bring back Paul Heyman, and I think they got to make nice with him over that ECW show. I think there's something brewing with that, because Paul Heyman is a lot of things, but these days, fake is not one of them. And I do believe that his radio silence on the ECW NXT show says a whole lot more than any tweet or interview or anything in the world. The fact that he said absolutely nothing about that ECW show. Tells me a lot. So I think they've got a bridge they've got to fix there. And once they get that fixed and we get Paul Heyman back, I think the Bloodline story takes back off. Right now it's kind of stagnant for me. It really is. And Red One obviously did not carry the box office this weekend like everybody thought it would. In fact, I think it's going to wind up being a flop at that point. That says a whole lot more about what's going on than anything else. It really does. It says a lot more. All right, all right, we got some backstage segment right now with Chelsea Green kind of sort of halfway making fun of BFAB here for not bringing in the win. And I don't know, I'm still processing that win right there because I don't see Bayley as being the Bayley's not the one. Bayley's not the one you wanted for this segment, and Bayley's not the one you wanted in this tournament. I would have liked to have seen Zelina Vega on the Raw side and a little bit more of people that you don't see every single show, every single week. I thought that's what this whole U.S. title thing was about, but I could be wrong. I'm just, like I said, I'm in a processing moment here. Part of the watch-along thing is processing 90% of what you see while it's happening and doing some little bit of analysis while we're doing that. Mention showing up for this backstage segment with her kendo stick, basically running Chelsea Green and Piper Niven off. And I did see the Street Profits heading down. It looks like, are we catching the Street Profits now? No. That's what I thought. We got LA Knight coming down for a segment here. Yep, LA Knight making his way to the ring right now. Obviously, he's got something to say. He's got something on his mind. Yeah, it's been a crazy day around here. Hang on one second. I just picked up something here I probably need to check out real quick. I have no idea where that sound's coming from, guys. I'm gonna work on that tonight when I get done after we do the show with at the Covalent TV. So I guess I'll just stay basically live throughout the rest of this segment right here until I figure out where that extra microphone's coming from, because I have no earthly idea where that sound's coming from. That's something that's brand new for me. It's not brand new. It's been happening for a couple of weeks. I know about it. I've been trying to work on it a little bit in between shows. Apparently, it's a little bit more complicated than I thought it was. And even if I turn the sound completely off, you know, I'll try it this way here in a minute. I got one more thing I want to try, and if that works, then that's the way we'll do it going forward, because I don't want to mess with it too much. LA Knight addressing the crowd now. I think LA Knight's had a hell of a run here. I'd like to see him work some bigger competition, maybe some higher ups on the mid card, see how things work out on it, but I'm not sure that's going to happen anytime soon just yet. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah. Got to get that dig in on Logan Paul, that's for sure, because, yeah, 2 times a year, for real.
United States Championship Open Challenge. Yeah!
All right, so we've got LA Knight with an open challenge. Legado del Fantasma making his way down to the ring with his faction. The Phantasmatics. I mean, I've forgotten what the name of his faction is. It's only been a month since he's even been on television. We got 29 viewers. Let's see if we can get it over 30 here in the next few minutes. Let's see what we can do with that. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We having fun up in this place. You're getting this good work on top of just a little bit of fun. We're all sitting around watching the same show, enjoying the same stuff. Legado del Fantasma making his way down to the ring. Now, I got to say, WWE has definitely stepped it up with this look, and I do like it. I'm not 100% sure I'm totally sold on it just yet. I would love to see that on another promotion, which will be coming up in approximately 1 hour and 20 or 1 hour and 19 minutes.
Let me tell you something. Why can't you say something cool, something interesting, something that has a ring to it? Shut up, Milwaukeeans. Milwaukeeans, really? It sounds like you're from a different planet, Milwaukeeans.
Not for nothing, but this is where WWE misses Dusty Rhodes the most. I mean, they do shout-outs to him all the time. But on this mic, thoughts on Hangman? I don't think we've seen 10% of what Hangman's capable of doing. Yeah, while Legado del Fantasma's out there stinking the mic up, and there's not a nice way to put that, guys. He needs mic work big time, and I mean, I like watching him wrestle, don't get me wrong. I love Lucha, and to be honest with you, I like watching LA Knight wrestle. I mean, he's got a moveset, he's got more than one, and so on and so forth. He's more than the 5 moves of doom. I like watching him. Hangman, though, I think to get Hangman to the next level, they're going to have to be just a little bit more violent with him and not from him. If they can get that violence focused towards him, and we can get that full turn, because right now he's only half maniacal. If you can believe that. He's only half maniacal. He's not even full out yet. Pause.
He's looking at me like my head's covered in barbecue sauce. Maybe you're hungry, I'm not sure. But here's the thing, me and you, been there, done that, beat ya. But this guy, I'd give you an opportunity of a lifetime. I look at it this way.
And LA Knight just basically snubbing Phantasma.
But don't get excited. The only one that can call me daddy is a girl over here.
I gotta say, LA's got it on the mic. He really does. And for people who say he doesn't have it on the mic, I mean, he's obviously got the crowd. They're not as hype as they were 6 months ago, but they're still in his corner. Escobar is not getting the match. The Lackey Dude is getting it. And here we go. We don't have a ref, and we got a ref now. Yeah. Anyway. All right. We're going to see if this works right here. I'm going to take a quick break real quick, and everybody let me know if you actually hear anything at all. If you do, let me know. Test, test. No, you can still hear it. I can see the mic working. Question is, can you hear it? Everything's starting to come together. And we're back. I was trying something there and it's just goofing all up. Another friend of mine uses this too as well, and I had to get rid of that gunk off of there too because we don't do that around here. So, yeah. Anyway, while we're on a commercial break, I think I will sit here and talk about Hangman Adam Page. He's missing... The only thing that Hangman's missing right now is somebody other than Swerve Strickland to give him that rage fight that he needs. If he had somebody there, you know, and Jay White and Hangman Adam Page would probably tear the house down. But they're keeping them way apart for some reason, and I don't know why yet. I don't know if they've got a program working with them probably in the new year or maybe working towards World's End. Because the thing about it is we're not 100% sure yet at Full Gear who's going over against Mox. Because Mox doesn't need that title to make him that. He doesn't. Mox doesn't need that title. Not for that run. So the question is, are they pointing Hangman and Jay White together? I mean, the beautiful thing about AEW is it leaves a lot of room for speculation on every single thing. The storylines are never set in stone. There are a few. But other than that, most of the time they are not set in stone. And I find that to be the best part about the way AEW does storytelling. Now, if we could get that, I think that would make Adam Page right there. I think that would solidify Adam Page, or Hangman. I think it would solidify Adam as a top star. I mean, he's fought Swerve. And really, that's the only one that's given him a solid fight here. Anyway, we're back in the ring here. Smackdown United States Championship. I can't even remember the guy's name that he's fighting right now. But, yeah, he seems to be holding his own pretty well. I don't even remember. Umberto. Okay, I'm sorry. I got it there at the end. Big missile drop kick. Drops him like a bad habit. LA Knight getting a workout here, obviously. We're at 28 viewers. Let's see if we can get over 30 here in the next few minutes. That would be awesome if we could do that. But we got him there. Umberto, I guess, is what they're calling him at this point here. Umberto. Yeah, I mean, That's a good question, though, Martin. I like that question. That was really good. That got me thinking on some stuff. That got me kind of pulling it together in my head. Meanwhile, LA Knight looks like he's in a little bit of trouble right now. Umberto got him in a sort of a half Nelson headlock abdominal stretch looking thing right now. LA Knight gets himself back up to his feet. Couple of stiff shots to the midsection. Pause. And Umberto recovers pretty well. Whipped into the ropes there. Big boot. Uh-oh. Big clothesline. Both men go over the top rope. But he's in enemy territory standing over there. But he is close to that announce table. And that's where they love to work. So let's see what happens. Oh. Big knock on the announce table. That foam never knew what hit it. All right, LA Knight taking back control over this match right now. Big DDT plants him like a house plant, picks up the 2 count, but not enough for 3. Not enough for 3 on this one. Of course, we get the advertisement for Elimination Chamber March the 1st, 2025. We will be covering that for a live watch along, I'm pretty sure. Humberto catches him in the roll-up and the kick out, and wow, right off the ropes there with a flying enziguri. 1 and 2, not enough for 3. Humberto's trying to rationalize how that didn't work, but apparently it didn't work, so here we are. We're still back in it. LA Knight is in this match. Let's see what we got here. Moonsault, and he catches a boot and sells it like it's free 99. He's still selling it. Reverse pop-up slam, missing on that elbow, flying in the air, missing completely. Humberto rolling out of the way. Running drop kick catches LA Knight off guard right there in the corner. Looks like he's going to get up here in just a minute and hit him with a superplex, because God knows we don't have enough superplexes going on today. LA Knight fighting to get him off the rope there, trying to get his footing. Big headbutt. Humberto selling once again like it's free 99. And he's got a pocket full. LA Knight, yeah. Anyway, off the top rope, big elbow on Humberto. Humberto's finally just kind of starting to BFT out of nowhere. LA Knight makes Humberto famous with the 3 count, catching 3 the hard way. LA Knight with the big win, retaining the United States Championship. And, of course, getting the crowd back that he didn't have 20 minutes ago, so that's not too bad. I mean, that's a good win all the way around. He got everything he needed. Let's see here. Sitting at 27 viewers. Something's going on today. Maybe they're just, I don't know. And I am having technical difficulty as well, too, so, you know, I don't expect everybody to hang around on that one, though, but I do appreciate that you are. LA Knight retaining the U.S. title over Humberto. Shinsuke Nakamura showing up out of nowhere in all black, doing the Johnny Cash thing. Shinsuke Nakamura and LA Knight in a program? Are we serious? We're getting that. 2 things. Number 1, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura. That's a solid pay-per-view sign-up or a plea. I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful to the WWE crowd. Premium live event. That is at least the upper mid-card premium live event match right there. Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm glad to see him get a push.
Listen, he said meet him here. So let's go. Let's go.
And now Jimmy J. Uso and Sami Zayn go into Roman Reigns' locker room for a meeting. You know what would be really cool? As if Paul Heyman walks out. If Paul Heyman walks out, that'll make this segment. Anyway, they're taking a break. I'm going to take it with them. I'll be right back one way or the other here. We'll figure it out, guys. Sorry about the technical stuff, but we'll be right back.
Looks like he does too. Smell unstoppable. Total wireless, we got your back every day. Just look at the facts. We run on the network with America's fastest 5G speeds. They don't. Back then, we'll give you up to 4 free 5G phones. Back then. Get the facts. Then switch to Total Wireless.
The time has come. Two larger-than-life legends collide.
John Jones is back. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Steve is the most successful heavyweight of all time.
History will be made.
The highest level.
The world will be watching. One fight for all time.
Oh, man, this is where it gets you. You have to fight.
Merry Christmas. This is for you. I knew you would like that. That's your color. Walmart makes you wear every size. Get the gift that shows you get them.
The Multi-Warrior Project empowers post-9/11 veterans and their families with life-changing programs and services.
I face my PTSD, and I'm a better husband and father because of it.
We help warriors get the expert care and support to thrive.
I got involved. I got healthy. I got to be an athlete again.
Through our programs, community, and advocacy, we're proving
Anything is possible.
learn more at woundedwarriorprojects.org/connect.
The fastest growing total eliminator in the world.
And we're back. We're sitting on 27, not bad. We'll deal with that for a little while. They're still on a commercial break. I'm having technical difficulties, but we're going to get through it. I see something coming through here. Hang on a minute. Where's that coming from?
Fragrances or the power of food. There's only one food.
Let's see what we got there. Whoever that was, I completely missed your comment altogether. I apologize. I'll go find it. I'll have somebody read it to me or something to that effect right there. I apologize for that. We're working on a lot of things right now, and one of the things is if I eat my Wheaties on this thing, I might be able to get both on at the same time, where you can actually see what I'm seeing here. That's the next thing I'm working on right now. I'm asking questions. I'm requesting if I can do a live watch along with actual broadcasting going on, and I have not heard back yet. So that's one thing we're working towards here. In the very near future, I think I'm going to be able to pull it off one way or the other. Pause. And they're back to the show here. Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana. It's another preview for PLE. Royal Rumble coming up. Lucas Oil Field. We will definitely be there for that. We'll be there for that entire match. We'll be there for that entire PLE. We're going to be covering all the WWE PLEs for the rest of the year. Going forward, moving into the new year, I'm not 100% sure. I know I'm going to be covering PLEs. I don't know that I'm going to be covering Raw just yet. Netflix is going to have to work real hard to get me to pull that kind of money out of my pocket, and I'm just saying that bluntly. If there's a way where I can do it, like if I catch a Black Friday deal or something like that, I might grab it for a year and see how it works out. But other than that, I mean, Raw will be the only thing that we wind up just maybe not covering. I'm giving you a heads up on that right now just because, I don't know, it'd be the only reason I watch Netflix most times.
Championship is on the line as WWE Women's Champion, the irresistible force, Nia Jax, defends her gold.
And at least they are hyping the Women's World Champion, WWE Women's Championship, which I'm not sure where the match placement is going to be on that, because you got the WWE Tag Team Championship between Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits, which is, of course, my highlighted, wrong finger, right, that's what she said. That's my highlighted match of the night. I think that's probably going to be the match of the night for me. We got a backstage segment right now with Jimmy J and Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns getting into the room.
So who's going to go? All right? I'll just say it. You've been to Raw, you've been to Smackdown, you got us around. There's nobody. There's nobody that the bloodline hasn't dropped. There's nobody who wants to work with the bloodline. So no, we don't have a fifth guy.
Well, but you make that call. You gotta make the calls.
That's right, Roman. You got to make the call, whatever that means.
Well, they better dial 911 quick.
Solo Sikoa making his way down to the ring with the new bloodline. Why they got Jacob Fatu running around looking like that? I'm curious. I wish somebody would let me in on the joke here, but that's just me. I like Jacob Fatu a lot. Anyway, Roman Reigns is getting up and walking out, so the OG bloodline following Roman Reigns. I do believe we're going to have a slight confrontation here at some point in time. Does appear like that's what's getting ready to happen. Solo Sikoa up there with the Ulafala on and being helped into the ring by Jacob Fatu. I gotta say though, I mean, I think he's handling the role well, because other people would have folded under this kind of pressure right here, because the spotlight is on him at this point until such time as they right this ship somehow. All right, let's hear what Solo Sikoa's got to say here. All right, the Samoan Werewolf pacing back and forth. And of course, Solo's going to ask him to acknowledge him. And there are 0 ones going up that you can see on the hard cam side. I can't see the rest of it. But then Roman Reigns music just hit, so business is about to pick up. Business about to pick up right here. The OTC, that's right, the over-the-counter tribal chief is making his way right down to the ring now with the OG bloodline. I'm sorry, every time I see OTC, first thing that comes to my mind is over-the-counter. It's not original tribal chief. I think they got a marketing problem with that. But, I mean, it's working for the kids now. OG works a little bit better than OTC, you know? OG you can work with. Sounds kind of gangsta. Yeah, it looks like we're getting ready to get an unplanned, unplanned 8-man tag team tournament here, or 8-man tag team match here in just a minute. It looks like it's getting to be that way. Roman Reigns looks a lot better this week, too. I got to be honest with you. He looks a whole lot better this week than he did last week. I don't know if that was a camera angle, or I don't know if it was a cameraman that maybe didn't know what the buttons did on the camera or something. They made him look really sick last week. So, here we go. We've got 4-on-4. And they got Sami Zayn lined up with the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And here we go. We've got a battle going right away. Now, see, this is the way, if you're going to have a blood feud, that's the way it should be all the time. Fisticuffs going left and right, left and right. Sami Zayn holding his own with Jacob Fatu, though. I have a hard time with that one. Jimmy's trying to figure out what planet he's on. Here we go. Big high flyer right there. Takes out a lot of the bloodline. But Jacob Fatu just got his hands on Roman Reigns. Jacob Fatu just got his hands on Roman Reigns. Super kick for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Solo's getting ready to handle the spike. And a big spear from Roman Reigns. Big spear. And Sammy and Roman nod at each other. And we know what's coming next. Big high-flying move there. And Roman Reigns, the only one standing in the ring for the moment. They got Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns in the ring together right now. This is premature. They needed to keep them apart for just a little bit longer. I would have liked to have seen that come in after War Games, but we're here. We're in our seats and we are ready. Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns. It's going down right, not really. Bronson Reed is the fifth man. Okay. Out of nowhere, Bronson Reed is the fifth man. At least he appears to be the fifth man. Is Bronson Reed going to be the fifth man? Yes. Yes. Big avalanche into the corner, setting him up for Jacob Fatu. It's going to be easy now. This is going to be easy pickings. But I thought for 1 minute, we got 31 viewers. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Big Bronson Reed, going to be a member of the Bloodline. And now all hell is breaking loose. So it did not take the Temu Bloodline very, very long to find their footing and get their fifth man with Bronson Reed. Meanwhile, the human wrecking machine himself, Jacob Fatu, they teased the hell out of that right there. See, this is about where it ought to be. They're in the ring together. They're not really seriously touching yet. I still think Jacob Fatu laying hands on Roman Reigns was not in the script because it was just way too close. Yeah, and Catherine, I'm not 100% sure that this needs to have Seth Rollins in it. That's just me. Bronson Reed with the big-ass tsunami right on Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso definitely questioning life decisions at this point right now. That's just a solid fact. What I really think, though, Catherine, more than anything in the world, is this the only way they're going to get Bronson Reed over. Uh-oh, reversal for Roman Reigns and Tongaloa, the low blow, CTE specialist himself. And not to be discounted, Cornholio working on Roman Reigns right now. We're just waiting for him to Cornholio here in a second. Boom, Superman punch. Cornholio and big Bronson Reed misses. Superman punch on Jacob Fatu. And on Bronson Reed. Solo, bam, Samoan spike out of nowhere. Putting this little insurrection down without a problem. The Superman punch, I think, was a get back because that was just way early right there. So, Jacob Fatu making his way up for the big moonsault. Bronson Reed pulling Roman Reigns over, putting him in position for the tsunami. Out of nowhere. And that look. Yes. Yes. That look. That's what Roman Reigns brings to the table. Roman Reigns brings that look to the table. But, I mean, guys, this is a pretty charged segment right here. I got to say that. Nick Aldis out there to try to restore order. We got security. We got referees. We got everybody involved here. And Roman Reigns, once again, getting his ass kicked on live television. That's going to get his stock. Actually, believe it or not, I think this is getting his stock up. But yeah, Catherine, I don't know that this needs Seth Rollins. That's the problem. What they're trying to tell us now is that the Bloodline can't get over on its own. And I don't know. I have questions. I do. I have questions on that one. I love the melee. I love how they pulled this thing off. I really wish they would have kept Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns apart for like maybe another couple of weeks. I think that should have been the go home to Survivor Series. Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu finally getting into it should have been the go home for Survivor Series. I really believe that in my heart of hearts. So Survivor Series is not tomorrow. I would have liked for them to have held off on having all of this go down the way it just went down. This would have made a good go home for Survivor Series, or maybe even early in the show. Shout out to Solo Sikoa, though. He actually played his part for once, and we didn't have any botches in this thing at all. Even Tongaloa hit at the right moment, too. So nobody's getting any kind of head injury on a low blow, if you know what I mean. So Bronson Reed, big Bronson Reed, is now actually the way they're pushing this thing now. Bronson Reed may actually be in the bloodline, which Bronson Reed needs, because I don't think you could get him over any other way. I think this is the last ditch effort to get Bronson Reed over. And of course, Jey Uso's sitting there going, "We need help, Uso. We need help, Uso. I just got oosed." Anyway, Roman Reigns looking around like, "Well, that didn't work out quite like I thought it was going to work out." Great segment. From a fan perspective, great segment. I can hear in the background, I can hear Twitter blowing up. That means the crowd's going in. The crowd was into it. Social media's into it. Everybody's tweeting. Everybody's Facebook posting. So obviously, this is their bread and butter. Now, do you trust it with Bronson Reed? That's the question. At this stage of the game, looking at it from an analytical standpoint, because we're having fun. I gave you the fun part of it. Now we're going to do the analytical part of it. Yeah, Heyman, I don't know, Catherine. Brock Lesnar, if you read the articles right now, Brock Lesnar's being canceled inside of WWE. So I'm not going to go along with that one unless, like, Heyman himself comes out and says, "I'm bringing Brock Lesnar back." There's too many articles out there. They're scrubbing Brock Lesnar out of WWE as we speak. So I don't know that Heyman's bringing Brock Lesnar back. I think they're still trying to smooth over that ECW on NXT show with Paul Heyman, because we get that. Look, I was thoroughly, not completely entertained, but it was better than an average NXT show. Had a couple of moments, made me feel good. It was a feel-good moment, the whole 9 yards. But the Paul Heyman, that's like sacred ground. And I was wondering how that show was going to go off with him. And I think we've got our answer. He's been radio silent ever since. But no, when it comes to Brock Lesnar, everything and every indicator I've got is they are literally canceling Brock Lesnar right now. As this show goes on, there'll probably be another article talking about Brock Lesnar being erased inside of WWE. I think that's a thing. I think it's a real thing. And as much as I really appreciate Brock Lesnar's work, I think he's done. I really do. But I'm going to take like a little 1-minute break here, and I'll be right back, guys. Just kind of stick with us on this. We got 31 viewers. Thank you very much. I'll be right back. Okay.
Cellular uses the same powers as big wireless, and then passes the same New York needs.
So I think it's really fast nationwide coverage of that Swift.
Yep. For unlimited talk and text with reliable coverage starting at just $20, call it Consumer Cellular.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off of one-year membership. For the deals you need up, join Walmart Plus today and shop Walmart Black Friday deals first.
And we're back. They're pushing a commercial right now for WWE Shop. So we're waiting for the action to pick back up. Obviously, we're going to get a recap of that last segment. Yeah, we're obviously going to get a recap of that last segment right now because they definitely want to drive that home because social media just spiked like 1 billion right there. Literally, I think there was probably maybe 10,000 posts simultaneously about that. So, yeah, we're catching a recap of what just happened right before the commercial break here. But the big recap that they need to start looking at is the one with Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns. I don't know. I just think it was, I don't know. This should have happened next week and not this week. At this point in time, next week. If it had happened at this point in time next week, I would have gone for this as a go-home. I think it's a week early. I think they're doing everything they can to get those numbers up for Smackdown, and it really shows. I'm guessing they're going to catch some of the demo with that, too, because obviously everybody probably saw the tweets and went, holy shit, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu. Yeah, I mean, that's the sale here. I do agree, though, that I do believe that, and now that I think about it, Catherine, I think that does open up a door for Seth Rollins to come in. I don't think Seth Rollins is going to work with the Bloodline, though, because he just said this past Monday, on Monday Night Raw, there is no scenario on the planet where he works with the Bloodline. We got a Kevin Owens here. Kevin Owens playing the victim here. It worked with Liv. That's the best way I can put that one there. Kevin Owens playing the victim right now after the savage attack on Randy Orton last week. But you know what? I think, guys, what you're getting right here is a repackage of how they brought Liv up. They're bringing Kevin Owens up the same way, so I'm guessing at this point Kevin Owens has indeed signed on the dotted line with WWE. Kevin Owens has decided that the fans want him to do this, and management, so he will be doing that on a regular basis. And we've got the Street Profits. This right here is a good move. This is a good move on WWE's part. It's a response to Backlash. I get where they're going with this right now. We got the Street Profits and the Motor City Machine Guns getting ready to go at it for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. As a reminder, this stream is brought to you by Cosmic Snacks and Freshen Up Energy. When you want to find synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. And when you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. Good friends of the show. Been on the phone several times trying to pull everything together, so on and so forth for the campaign. We are going to be having some giveaways in 2025 that have to do with Freshen Up Energy and Cosmic Snacks. So be on the listen out, the lookout, watch for the posters. I drop posters all the time. Posters do seem to work, so I'm dropping posters all the time. Just another reminder, too, I'm going to be live at WrestleCade at the end of the month, November 29th, 30th, December 1st. Going to be live at WrestleCade. We're going to try to get in with TNA as well. Going to try to get in that media scrum and get some media for the first time in my life. We're going to enjoy it. Going to have a good time. We got the Street Profits in the ring right now. And making their way down to the ring right now is going to be Motor City Machine Guns. Literally undefeated since their entrance into the WWE. They're going to be they're undefeated at this point right now. The question is, were they brought in to transition these titles? And I'm saying that tongue-in-cheek because it has that feeling to it. Haven't watched this long enough, haven't been a fan for literally longer than I care to imagine. I think I've got roughly about 50 years in this now. You can almost feel the fact that the Street Profits came out first and the Tag Team Champions came out second, and both of them being faces. That gives me cause for pause here to see if this is going to be a transitional moment for Motor City Machine Guns to get those titles on the Street Profits. Drinking that Arizona iced tea right now out of my Rays cup. My shoot job, I do new construction inspection for a company called Rays, and that's what I do for a little bit of my living, not all of it, but a little bit of it. I make my living doing that. I look at new construction all the time, and that's the company that employs me. We are nationwide. If you're looking for fun and picking up about $65 for 15 minutes of your time, Raise is the place. Go to getaraise.com. Getaraise.com. Not an MLM, not a Ponzi scheme, an actual real job. Anyway, coming back to the ring right now, Street Profits are working it out. Montez Ford working it. Montez Ford, I'm sorry. Drops into a simple pinning predicament, gets rolled up on the back end there. Trying to catch him. Big backflip. Oh, and everybody's stuck. There's the pause. Oh, arm drag, hip toss. Got him in an arm bar right now. These two guys here are very equally matched. These two teams are very equally matched. This should be, for the time segment they give them, one of the most entertaining matches of the night. Big atomic drop, low to the legs, flipping up, hold him up, big low basement drop kick right out of nowhere. 1 and 2, not enough for the 3. Motor City Machine Guns already in the pinning predicament there with Montez Ford. Picking it up 1 and 2, still not enough for 3. Kind of hoping to pick up the fluke win. That's really what you do in that particular point in time. Got him in an arm bar, getting ready to wrench the shoulder and gets caught out of guard there. Big clothesline from Montez Ford, and everybody's taking a powder at this moment. Angelo Dawkins. Oh my goodness. The only problem is you got to win them in the ring, guys. Not for nothing, but you got to win them in the ring. And it looks like we're heading to a commercial break. And it looks like Corey Graves missed that part on the script, but it was kind of funny. That was good camera angle, by the way. All right, they're going to a break. We're going to take that break with them, and we are going to be right back.
When anyone in this house heard that, it doesn't still work long. White to soccer, I'm not gonna slap them. But now with tie doxy white, we can clean our white clothes without using bleach. Even works on colors. I swipe tackle. I see that.
It's got to be tied.
The spoons, they're out. Panera's new ciabatta dippers are in. Each multi sandwich paired with a perfect portion of soup is made to dip. Filled with a French dipper or spicy chicken dipper. No spoon necessary when your sandwich is built to do the dipping. Only Panera for a limited time.
setup, replacement, recycling. We do it all, so you don't have to.
Amazon early holiday deals are here. With everything you need to kick off the season. Shop Amazon early holiday deals now.
A beautiful home is something we create, and we can start right now at Floor and Decor.
You want to be like me?
Oh,
Everything. Swiffer Sweeper Dry traps 2 times more dust and hair for a clean even mom approves of.
Nice reach.
Brooms can just push stuff around, but Swiffer grabs dirt and even traps the hair. Swiffer, the mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back.
Fruity Fun Fruit Loops. Crunchy Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. So yummy and nutritious Special K. And the OG of breakfast, Kellogg's Corn Flakes. You get to choose your favorite, or all of them. Kellogg's. Eat what you like.
I'm your football-obsessed best man.
When all eyes are on you.
And we're back. We're back. I told you I wouldn't be gone long. We got 37 viewers right now. Let's see if we can get that over 40.
auto insurance, well, this is going to be tough.
Getting a shadow commercial here, and we've got one for Peacock for the football game kicking off this Sunday. Looks like we're going to have the Chargers and the Bengals. That should be a barn burner. Looking at 38 viewers right now. Just a reminder, after Smackdown, we are going live to Rampage. We're going to kick it right off there in Rampage. I got some good matches on Rampage tonight. And after that, after all that's said and done, I want to invite you to see at the Covalent TV for live analysis of everything we've watched through tonight. And yeah, Montez Ford hanging on for dear life here. Dawkins is down. Let's see here. Ford just ate a boot. Saban doing it like he knows what he's doing, because he does. 23 years or more in this tag team. They have been a tag team for 23 years. Everywhere they go, they know each other better than any other tag team on the planet, and it's really starting to show right now. Saban and Shelley getting into their game. See, this is one of those things. They started off a little bit slow, but they found the gas pedal, and they have officially kicked it into second gear. But as I said here, we're going to have Rampage on right after Smackdown, and after all this is said and done, at the Covalent TV for that live analysis, backstage statistics, they're going to hold a dumbass accountable, and they're going to bring you the news. Anyway, pending attempt there, Alex Shelley, Montez Ford picked up almost a 3 count, about a 2.5 on that. A lot of what we call chain wrestling. The Motor City Machine Guns are able to do this, and I have a brand new respect for Montez Ford for being able to work in this chain wrestling system with them. That is just something you don't see very often in WWE. Montez Ford holding his own with a couple of fantastic wrestlers. Saban going after Ford and oh my goodness, 1 and 2, and not enough for 3. Dawkins with it. Dawkins with the pin attempt here. They've got Saban on the ropes, literally. No pun intended. They've got Saban on the ropes right now. Ford up high for the and never mind. Tommaso Ciampa coming in, ruining the match. Tommaso Ciampa coming in here and messing up the whole match. Street Profits are going to win by Dairy Queen. Trips, you had something going here and you blew it. I mean, I'm here for heel Ciampa. Don't get me wrong. I'm here for it. Once again, placement, timing. It just seems like I don't know. And Ciampa just turned against Johnny Gargano right now. Looks like we're going to get heel Ciampa all the way and no more tag team. DIY is DI no more. I don't know. Maybe they'll get back together. Who knows? But right now, we've got a Dairy Queen on our hands here. And, of course, Sabin and Shelley are helping the guys up right now, telling them they had no earthly idea this was not part of the plan. And Dawkins is like, the hell with this, and he just starts clocking people, man. But they were in a winning position there, and I understand that. I'd be a little bit frustrated myself. I don't know who booked that segment right there and who produced it, but whoever did, man, guys, you had magic in a bottle and you lost it right then and there. You had magic in a bottle. Looked like we were going to have some sort of a transition, and it just did not go down correctly. But shout out to WWE for actually highlighting the women tonight. Nia Jax, Naomi, women's world title, obviously at this stage going to be the main event. So shout out to WWE for highlighting the women in the main event on Smackdown tonight. They probably got a preview of what's going down for Rampage and Collision. And they're like, okay, anything you can do, we can do too. I'm not going to say they can do it better because I'm not tribalistic tonight. When I'm doing the watch-alongs, the tribalism just goes completely out the window because we're here to have fun. We're here to decompress. It's been a long week, and I said that on Monday afternoon, and we made it to Friday. We made it to Friday with a smile on our face. We're doing pretty well considering everything that goes on today. For those of y'all who don't know, this is the anniversary of my mother's passing. She died in 2015 at this rate right now. So another reason, aside from just having what appears to be the flu, I'll let you know as things progress. But on top of all that, it's just it's an interesting day all the way around. There is no such thing as a bad day because you don't have bad days when you're getting paid to sit here and talk. That's not a bad day. It's a good day, but, give or take, that's generally where I'm at right now. WWE, I wish they'd have done that one a little bit differently as well. So we've got a couple of segments that are questionable right now, which means you probably want to check out at the Covalent TV at 11:15 after Rampage goes off to hear that facts, data, and statistics, all that analysis, holding one dumbass accountable, bringing you the news and bringing you hours of good work. A good show with Covalent TV, any show basically, you're going to get 2 hours of work out of that. And they work really hard to bring you the best reviews on the web, period. I don't care who you watch, give them a shot. Give them a shot. And if you give them a shot, I guarantee you'll be rewarded. I appreciate that, Catherine. Yeah, it's been a rough day all the way across. That part of it's been kind of rough. I've been dealing with it a little bit. I've been dealing with it up and until, and it showed a lot in the stream on Wednesday because I was a little bit discombobulated, I think is the word I'm looking for there. But overall, I mean, it's just been one of those things there. Give me 1 second here. Yep. So I get to watch an apple pie rise here. That's the best part of it. I can skip some of these commercials and just sit here and watch an apple pie rise. That's just great. But anyway, now it's been tricky. It's been tricky. Every year this time, it gets a little tricky, but I'm getting better with it. I really am. I'm getting better with it. My mom was one of my best friends, and I can say that. She still had a word for me if I screwed up, but overall, she was one of my best friends. She was still a parent. 2 days before she died, she was still a parent. So, yeah, it is what it is. I loved her to death. I love my family to death. And it's kind of sad because the world lost a really good woman when they lost her. And I say that with all confidence, the whole 9 yards. my mom was basically my hero because she got through a whole lot, same as I did, taught me how to deal with what's going on with me. I have a bone condition. I got it. It's genetic. You know, it is what it is. Taught me to get through all that. Got through 120, about 125 operations. I've had 4 or 5 since she died, but I've gotten through about 125 operations with her. Great woman of God. I don't care if you're religious or not. That's one thing right here. That great woman of God. Loved her to death. Miss her every day. Miss her every day. Know she's down here watching. So, anyway, we're going to get back into this now because I got Smackdown up here last month. They were talking about the win that Naomi got over Nia Jax after all of the assistance that was going on there and the power bomb and the stack up on the review there. They're doing the, just in case you forgot how we got to this match, they're pulling that one off right there. Yeah, we're backstage with Naomi right now. Let's see what we can pick up here. I still think Zelina Vega worked better in this tournament. I'm going to say that for the rest of the tournament because the fact that they don't even have Zelina Vega in here tells me that they're not about creating new stars with this thing. It's all pretty much the same old to me. And we got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and Naomi and Bayley all in the same room right now. Yep. Now, my question is, when we get to the Survivor Series part, who's going to be their 4th and 5th people at this point here? Because obviously it's going to be Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair, and who's going to be their 4th and 5th? They keep running everybody off. That's one of the things right there that may be hard to pull together. Next Friday, we're going to have the Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, and Blair Davenport 3-way match. That one right there, I'm kind of concerned. I'm hoping that Chelsea Green gets out of that with the win, so we'll actually have, and we're having that face-to-face Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens thing next Friday. So at least we got that part set up. If Chelsea Green does not come out of that match, I will no longer be convinced that the United States title is anything more than a mid-card title for somebody who's just always going to be mid. They're not going to build them. They're not going to build a star with this thing. But apparently it is main event time already. Are you trying to tell me they're going to give 22 minutes to the women? I'm holding my breath on this just to see if I turn blue. That's a fact. I mean, I love it, but WWE traditionally does not give long matches to women on television. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what they've got in mind. Is there another match I'm missing, Catherine? Am I missing something here at 9:40, basically? 20 minutes to the end of the show. Am I missing another match here that I don't know about? I mean, really, I know they're going to make this one work out about 5-10 minutes here, but they're still going to have 10 to 15 minutes. They're going to have 10 to 15 minutes for this main event. See if I'm missing a match or anything. See, I'm going to go check. I'm going to take a quick break with them because they're getting ready to take a break here. And, yeah, I'm going to see if there's a match I'm missing. I'll be right back. Hang on.
So this is going to be used as a summer. In the home of the trees back there, there's so many trees. That's where all the snakes are. More cabins up here. We don't call it that cabin. I don't want to talk about it. We don't talk about it. That thing we don't talk about. I'm really excited about this. Like, there's so many options. There's a ton of bedrooms. Again, everything comes with it. So there's built-ins, you have all of this old lumber. I'm walking around and like, they don't make stuff like this anymore. The pavilions, the picnic tables, everything is so sturdy. So,
So, would you get the out of there if you saw that? Stay tuned to find out what happens next on an all-new episode of Scare Tactics after Smackdown on November 27th. Audiences everywhere are calling Gladiator the single greatest movie of the year. This is what movies were made for. It's ferociously entertaining. See it in the stream possible. Straight from Gladiator, rated R, only in theaters November 27th. How are folks 60 and older having fun these days? Let's have a cookout.
Playing games. Dancing in the park.
And we're back. Caught that preview for Gladiator 2. May have to go check that one out myself as well. Don't think we're going to be able to do a watch along for that. Not in the theater. I don't think they'd let me. Yeah, we're just trying to get through this flu stuff and all this other good stuff that's going on right now. So don't mind me. I'm here. We got 43 viewers in the house. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's good numbers right there. I can live with that. Let's see if we can get to 50, maybe 60. I'm pushing a little bit, guys. I'm pushing. But yeah, like, comment, share. You know, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Because, yeah, we got the women's world champ. The WWE women's title is the main event for Smackdown tonight. That is a big deal. That's a bigger deal than people think it is. When I was coming up in the business watching it on a regular basis, women didn't start highlighting or main eventing at all until Trish and Lita came along. So shout out to Trish and Lita for paving the way. But even then, it was hit and miss. All the way across the board, it was hit and miss. And we've still got commercials playing here, so I'm just trying to kill some time, so bear with me here. I don't like quiet. I don't like silent. If there's not something to observe and actually wait on to see what's happening, I'm not doing that. But anyway, they are doing a recap. Speaking of what Catherine was talking about earlier, they're doing a recap of that. Then they're going to have an Intercontinental title on Monday. Sheamus and Braun Breaker will be there for that match, that's for sure. All right, we're waiting on Nia Jax to make her entrance and make her way to the ring right now. There's a lot of cool down time for this. That's. I think I'm not sure if they're not trying to cool it down a little bit to kind of change the flow of the crowd here, because obviously after those two matches back to back like that, and here comes Nia Jax with Tiffany Stratton in the background right now. Tiffany Stratton making her way down with Nia Jax, and you know what? There might be a reason we've got this much time left for the Women's World Championship, for the WWE Women's World Championship. There might be a reason for this. I'm going to keep it to myself, because every time I think that this is the time when something's going to happen, they throw me a curveball. But right now, I've got in the back of my mind, we could see a Tiffany Stratton cash in right here.
I think Nia needs to be very, very careful tonight. Who will be the champion when Smackdown gets to Salt Lake City, Utah?
Next Friday night, SmackDown's going to be emanating from Salt Lake City, Utah. We'll be here for that one as well. We'll be here doing our regular stuff. Friday Night Smackdown, AEW Rampage watch along next week. Going to be just like this one right here. Hopefully it's going to be a lot more fun because I think we're going to have a whole lot more bloodline action working that way into Survivor Series. Plus we have not really established a women's Survivor Series team yet. I'm kind of curious as to what they're going to come up with on that. Introductions are underway right now. They are currently introducing Naomi, and then they'll be introducing Nia Jax for this main event. This is not a common occurrence right here. The fact that WWE is going with Nia Jax and Naomi as the main event says a lot about where they think Nia Jax is in her development. It also says a lot about where they think Naomi is in her development. So the question then becomes, at this stage of the game with this one, we've got 15 minutes left in this show. The average women's match is the longest one I've seen on television in a long time is 11 minutes. So that leaves plenty of time for that thing I'm not going to say yet. Because it's entirely possible we could get that cash in. And if we get that cash in, that will make the show pop a little bit more, I think. Naomi comes out of the gate with a running drop kick, drops Nia Jax to her knees. Naomi fighting like the rents do. Nia Jax gets her up in the air, quick slam into the turnbuckle, driving that elbow, driving that shoulder into the midsection. What's Naomi gonna do? And she just threw her like a sack of potatoes. Naomi already questioning life decisions here. Big splash in the corner. Naomi getting rickrolled in this match so far. For those y'all don't know what that means, I don't have time to explain it. Oh, misses the big elbow. Naomi going to try to crucifix her. Use that weight to her advantage. Big, hello. Hello. Doing a split on the top, 1 and 2, not enough for 3. Nia Jax got her bell rung on that. That was not even a question right there. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair in the back watching the match, and Tiffany Stratton in the back watching the match too. We want you to know everybody's in the building at all times. And Nia Jax pitches her out of the ring. I don't think we're going to see a suicide dive out of Nia Jax. I don't think we're going to get a suicide dive out of Nia Jax. Call me crazy, but yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I am noticing that Nia Jax is losing some weight, though. And sunset flip from Naomi there gets a count of 1. Big lariat from Nia Jax here. Laying on top of her, 1, 2. That's a lot to get off of you right there. But Naomi manages to kick out, leaving it at a 2 count. Nia Jax yelling at the referee to shut up. Yeah, I don't think there's any more matches left. That's what I'm concerned about, because WWE traditionally does not have long women's matches, so I'm kind of feeling like we might get a cash-in attempt tonight. And of all the times to do it, Naomi with a mule kick on the back end there after that Matrix drop. Nia Jax laid an elbow on Naomi, reset her, and made her hit Control-Alt-Delete all in the same move. If V were captioning this, you'd see rings flying everywhere on this one. That's all there is to it. Don't know if V's watching. If you're watching, thank you, brother. Anyway, Nia Jax got her over the rope, putting the weight on the back, choking her on that middle rope right there. Naomi definitely questioning life decisions right now. Absolutely, but she's trying to make her way back into this match here. Throws her into the ropes. Big high headbutt out of nowhere. Looking like it was going to be a pop-up powerbomb, and a headbutt that just rearranged her brain cells. Used her momentum against her. Naomi's got her. Whoa! Can't win this thing if she's out of the ring, though, buddy. Suicide dive by Naomi. Drives Nia Jax into the barricade. Beating her like the rent is totally due, like in 10 minutes. Because that's about where the rent's due. 10 minutes from now. They're at a picture-in-picture right now. Nia Jax sitting out there. You know, the big part of it is you can't win the title out there. So now you got to get Nia Jax back in the ring, and that's what Naomi's working her way on right now. Gets her back in the ring and gets ready to start making her way into the ring. And Nia Jax jumps on her real quick, slams her down to the floor. Jawbreaker from Naomi. Working on some sliced bread. Sliced bread for Naomi, and Nia Jax is in a world of hurt right now. Missile drop kick to the basement. 1, 2, not enough for 3. Naomi's really starting to get into this match here. The pace is starting to pick up just a little bit. Let's see what we've got here. Naomi, you are not going to suplex her. Just quit. I love you to death, but that ain't happening, okay? Meanwhile, Nia Jax reverses it into a suplex. Jax working her way over there. 1 and 2, and not enough for 3, but it was a 2.5. Solid 2.5 right there. Solid 2.5. Let's see here. Nia not looking real happy. Jax is trying to figure out how to put Naomi away. Got her in a sleeper. Yeah, Naomi's going to have to work on this now. Nia's got her in a sleeper hold right now. Starting to kind of semi-ragdoll her just a little bit. Trying to get that sleeper in there. Putting all the weight on top of that. Are we going to get... she's got to be fading. She's got to be fading. Okay, the cameraman didn't do anybody any favors here. But Naomi's back to her feet. Nia Jax throws her right back down to the desk. Hang tight a second, guys. I'm going to have to sneeze. It's coming. Sorry about that, guys. Nia Jax working like the rent stew herself here. We're back to full screen action here right now. And 1, 2, not enough for 3. Naomi's still kicking out. Naomi's a fighter. Naomi's a fighter. She's been a fighter since day one. If you remember her on the Funkadactyls, she was still a fighter then. Back when it was just for entertainment purposes. Nia Jax with a dropping headbutt to the back of Naomi. Now she's got her in a half Boston. A lot of weight on this thing here. A half crab. Naomi is definitely questioning what she thought, what she was thinking when this match got made. Rolling in there. Big boot to the back of the head of Jax. Jax falls off. Little bit thrown, but not by much. Jax picking her up for the... that didn't... Wow! Something like a Canadian destroyer Naomi turned that into. And shout out to Nia Jax for that athleticism. Because it takes 2 to tango in that scenario. Somebody might want to fix Nia's outfit. Just saying she's about to have a wardrobe malfunction. Oh, cross body block. Yeah, Nia Jax having a major wardrobe malfunction live and in living color right now. The referee's trying to help her out. Referee trying to get her back straight. Referee comes in there and saves the day. Let's all give a shout out to the referee. Naomi was going to hit her with a bulldog. Instead, hit her with the rear view. Almost a 3. Nia Jax does not know what planet she's on right now. Naomi on the comeuppance. Naomi getting her comeuppance right here. Yeah, I think we're going to get a cash in. That's the only thing I can figure here because they've been at it for a few minutes. Backing her into the ring, backing her into the corner. Big splash, big splash, big splash. Samoan drop out of nowhere. Samoan drop. Jax is looking a little bit gassed, but not as gassed as I thought she would be this deep into it, because they are past the deep end. They are 3 miles offshore at this point. Uh-oh, uh-oh. You cannot win the match on the floor, Naomi. Let's get it together here. Now, come on, you're getting there. Flying body press from Naomi out of nowhere. Oh, my goodness. What a move as we head to the next commercial. Whoa, wait a minute. Everybody's getting effed up in the back. So, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, who aren't even supposed to be on the show, make an appearance and drive Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair into a whole bunch of stuff. They are unavailable, so they are out of the picture here. Naomi getting back to her feet. Nia Jax slowly getting back to her feet. Naomi working her back into the ring. That was a hell of a flying body press right there, by the way. Tiffany Stratton coming in and hitting Naomi in the back. Big flop from Nia Jax. A little bit of main roster fuckery here, but we have not seen the end of it yet because Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are in the ring, or in the building. So let's see what we get. We've got an Annihilator setting up, and big enziguri from Naomi. What are we going to get out of Naomi for this? What are we going to get out of Naomi for this? No, wait a minute. Nia Jax on the reversal. This is going to be the most move. 1, 2, oh, almost 3. Not enough for 3. Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton's on the side of the rope here. We know what that means normally. Tiffany Stratton at ringside. Bayley down here handling business now. Bayley handling business. So there goes the cash-in part. Oh, we got Naomi. This is it. Almost. Almost. Enough. Not enough for 3, but almost. Almost. Drives her into the corner post. The split-legged moonsault. I think we've got it. 2. Oh, 2 3/4. 2 3/4. It's getting really, really close. Naomi, like I said, at this stage of the game, they're past the deep end. They're 3 miles out. They're in international waters at this point. 1, 2, yeah, we get a recap of that. Naomi looking a little bit frustrated. Just keep your head in the game, girl. You got this. You got this. Get back up there and do something. Nia Jax trying to roll out. The poison pixie herself, Candice LeRae, handling Bayley without a problem. Meanwhile, Jax has got Naomi up for the world's largest Samoan drop. And you could just see the soul leaving Naomi from this one. Annihilator, 1, 2, and 3. Nia Jax retains the WWE Women's title. Tiffany Stratton getting in the ring, giving all the high fives, the whole 9 yards, everything. And now Candice LeRae in there trying to make friends with Nia Jax. Is that blood coming out of her hand? Yeah, that is blood coming out of her hand. Nia Jax might actually be hurt. Not enough. They're setting up again here. What are they setting up for? I would not be surprised if Nia Jax needs a week or 2 off after that. Either way, that main event was really good, and they actually did give the women a lot of time So from there, we're going to be shifting corners over to. We are going to be shifting over to Rampage, AEW Rampage. Yes, calling the wise man. And the wise man has changed his number. That is never a good sign right there. And Smackdown going off the air with Roman Reigns trying desperately to get a hold of the wise man, and the wise man's number has changed. Oh, this is not good. Roman Reigns can't even get the wise man to come back. Paul Heyman nowhere to be found. And we're in position right now for AEW Rampage coming up next on TNT, live on TNT. Let's see what we've got here. Bridgeport, Connecticut, Total Mortgage Arena, AEW Rampage kicking off with, let's see what we're kicking the show off with here. Besides the guy with the big beard. Not beard, beer. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Hikaru Shida coming out of the stall right now. 80-18. 4-1 in her last 5 matches. Hikaru Shida making her way to the ring right now against Layla Gray. Layla Gray's not that far behind here. Give me just 1 second right here, because guess what? You guessed it. We got the match card right in front of us right here, right now. We've got the match card right here, right now, right in front of us here. You can follow along. We've got everything in front of us here. Layla Gray, Hikaru Shida, curtain jerking the opening of Rampage. And I'm with that Covalent TV on this thing here. I think they need to be pushing Layla Gray as much as they're pushing everybody else. But we got Hikaru Shida with Layla Gray right here. This should be a barn burner banger of a match. Kicking it off right now, collar and elbow tie-up. Layla Gray with an arm bar. Jerking that shoulder, pause. And, yeah, Hikaru Shida rolling through it. Her own arm bar. Locking it up from behind, elbow. Turning it into a headlock. We are already in the action. The show's been on for every bit of 2 minutes. We've got plenty of action to come. Let's see what we've got coming up tonight on the AEW Rampage side of life. Let's see what we've got here. Tonight, we've got Layla Gray versus Hikaru Shida in the match right now. We're going to have LFI in action. We're going to have Rocky Romero versus Commander. We're going to have Mark Briscoe versus Arya Daivari. And our main event probably will be Ricochet versus Dante Martin. Hikaru Shida with a swinging, I don't even know what you call that anymore. We used to call them airplane spins. And, you know, the big swing is what I think they're calling them these days here. But Hikaru Shida got her on the ring apron. Got that maniacal look in her eyes as she gives that leg lift and getting herself back in the ring. Layla Gray not only questioning life decisions right now, wondering what planet she's on. Obviously, the reset button has been hit, and she's trying to maintain her composure in the ring right now. Hikaru Shida gets her up. Layla Gray reverses that into a roll-up pin for a count of 2. And Hikaru Shida kicks out just in the nick of time. Big European uppercuts. Boot to the middle, boot to the face, kicking her in the leg, drop her down there a minute, pause. Missile drop kick from a run, 1 and 2, and not enough for 3. Hikaru Shida, Layla Gray, live on Rampage on TNT tonight. Let's see what else we got going on here. There we go. Runs her head into the turnbuckle just a little bit here. We're sitting with 45 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Let's see if we can get to 50. Just humor me and get to 50, okay? Let's see if we can get to 50 tonight. I'll be happy. I'm happy with 45. But let's see if we can get it to 50. Layla Gray with a big chop across the chest of Hikaru. Whoa, swing and a miss. Hikaru Shida with just a straight right hand. You can't teach that. Tried to whip her into the other turnbuckle. Layla Gray reversed it. Running knee. And big bulldog right there on Hikaru Shida. And she gets her into a pinning predicament. 1 and 2 and not enough for 3. 2 count only, 2 count only. We need to push Layla Gray, by the way. Layla Gray is a very talented wrestler, and I think that's what it is. I think Hikaru Shida is gatekeeping this match here, if you understand, not in a bad way. I think this is Layla Gray going through Hikaru Shida to get into the women's division a little bit heavier, because you have to go through Hikaru Shida if you want to make it in the women's division, and you also have to go through either Saraya or Jamie Hayter. Everybody's swapping right hands right now. Hikaru Shida's like, wait a minute. Big right elbow, big elbows over and over and over again. Layla Gray, swing and a miss. Big lariat from Hikaru Shida. Tomorrow night on Collision, guys, we got Harley Cameron and Mina Shirakawa. That is going to be one hellacious match. I personally am going to be seated for all of Collision tomorrow night. Going to have a good run tomorrow night, too. Hikaru Shida up on the second rope, dropping the 10 count on the head of Layla Gray, then kicking her back out into the middle of the ring. Big missile drop kick right on the button, right below the chin. 1, 2, not enough for 3, though. Hikaru Shida walking around trying to get that hidden blade in sight. Hidden blade. Uh-oh. Layla Gray kicks off the knee. 1, 2, and not enough for 3. Big, oh, caught it. Missed that punch. Got her in a full Nelson. Getting ready to try to suplex her. They both had the same idea, except Hikaru Shida's got talented feet, and it shows. Falcon or broken arrow, so to speak. 1, 2, 3. Enough for 3. Hikaru Shida picking up the win with the broken arrow. Let's see what we got here. Hand raised. Let's see what the rest of the show is now. We got Hikaru Shida out. This is the fastest hour of professional wrestling anywhere on the planet. So we're going to be doing a backstage segment with Renee Paquette and Harley Cameron.
Renee, do you know what Mina has that I don't?
What's that?
Nothing! Yeah, you are beautiful, charismatic, talented. But can you do? Yes! Oh, yes!
Harley Cameron brought her guitar.
You know, I used to be a musician.
Yep. There's a string music. Never mind, 'cause I'm professional.
And she's got some damn good pipes.
You know, once there was a little girl. And by little girl, I don't mean like a child, because she was like a grown woman. She was like small in stature, you know what I'm saying? She was kind of short, but I digress anyway. Here we go. No, 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 no. In a 5, 6, 7 year.
Harley, we're out of time. We gotta go.
Feel the wrath of Holly.
Feel the wrath of Harley. I'm going to tell you what, you need to have her on every single damn show you do. Conglomeration making their way down. Mark Briscoe. I swear, man, Harley Cameron just lifts all boats. There is just no question with how talented she is, but Harley Cameron lifts all boats with her promos. I dare anybody to deny that. I dare you. I double dare you. Anyway, Mark Briscoe making his way to the ring right now, if I'm not mistaken. Mark Briscoe versus Ari Daivari. Actually, I think this could be a mini cheat code. I really do. I think this could be a mini cheat code coming out of the box here. We're going to see what we got here in just a minute. And just a reminder, we are missing Jay Briscoe been gone for a while now. I'm trying desperately not to sneeze again, guys. I'm sorry. Arya Davari making his way down to the ring with the Premier Athletes, where everybody's getting ready to tell Mark Sterling that they suck, and we know that's coming. But at least he's getting the chant over, so that's 90% of the battle, boys and girls. Let's see what we've got going on here.
Coming soon. Now listen up, you idiots. When I say athletes, you say rule. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Yep, the athletes suck. That's what you usually get out of it. You know what? Shout out to the Premier Athletes. They come out there and get trolled every single week of every single time they show up, and they still put 100% into it. You got to give them credit for that, guys. You really do. And we've got the bell here. Mark Briscoe and Ari Daivari. Collar and elbow tie up, and it looks like Mark's getting the better of this right now. Ari Daivari getting backed into the corner, reverses it and gets Mark back into the corner himself. Are we going to get a clean break? And Mark gives him a little shove back saying, I need my space, kid. All right. Another collar and elbow tie up right now. Mark Briscoe switches that over to a headlock, and Ari Daivari's working the ring here just a little bit. Whips him into the ropes, catches a shoulder block from hell. Ari Daivari questioning life decisions right now as his reset button just got hit. Slide through, and here we go. Redneck Kung Fu from Mark Briscoe. Redneck Kung Fu wins every single time, guys. Big upper chop right to the throat of Ari Daivari right now. And Ari Daivari's over in the corner right now trying to get some advice from Mark Sterling Esquire. Big high suplex for Mark Briscoe. Like I said, there comes a point in time when you just got to figure out maybe some of this stuff just ain't for you. 2 count and Ari Daivari kicks out. Mark gets him back up. Big right hand to the forehead. Big right hand to the forehead. These are closed fist right hands to the forehead. Big chop to the chest here. Ari's trying to get away, but it ain't really working. Oh, crane technique from the Redneck Kung Fu. Gives him a low kick to the chin, my bad. And Daivari finally catches him with a jawbreaker, throws him through the ropes here. Mark Sterling minding his own business as usual, getting very far away. Daivari's back down on the floor here, getting ready to work Mark Briscoe into the didn't work barricade, and Daivari eats the barricade instead. Mark Briscoe gets Daivari up right there and starts chopping the living shit out of him. High-fiving a fan, high-fiving fans, beating the shit. Good Lord, big chop. Big chop right now. Mark's walking him over to the chair over in the corner. Big right hand, running in there and making sure he breaks the count. Coming back out, big boot. Daivari falls to the floor just like a sack of taters. You know what, to have been in this business as long as Mark Briscoe is, he's still in tremendous good shape. I mean, he's not wrinkled up like others are and all that. I mean, he's pushing close to my age right there. Throws a chair in the ring because we know what's coming next. All right, he's clapping the chair up there in the ring. Got it set up right now. Getting ready to do the run. And Mark Sterling knocks the chair out of the way, so we are not going to get the launch pad from Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe is going to walk over and talk to Sterling for a minute, tell him his tie's a little bit out of order here. Daivari uses that opportunity for a reverse neck breaker down on the floor. And, of course, they're never going to get that athlete's chant over, but they're going to keep trying. And, of course, we're at picture-in-picture at this point here. And they're letting you know what's coming up here soon on AEW Collision and Dynamite. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Daivari is in a little bit more of control than he was just a couple of minutes ago here, and then we are already a fourth of the way into this thing. Referee distracted. Mark Sterling working Mark Briscoe out on that bottom ring pause. Got the choke in, and of course, you know, now he's going to strut around like he knows something. Daivari whipped Mark Briscoe in the corner like his wife cheated on him or something. I don't know, man. He had a lot of anger in that throw. Picks him up by his beard. Referee admonishing left and right here. Big knee to the back. Big knee to the back. Now he's got a handful of nose and teeth. This used to be legal 20 years ago, guys. All due respect, that used to be a legal thing. But we're resting now. We're in a resting mode right now with a lower headlock. Not a rear naked choke just yet, but definitely cutting the blood flow off here. Mark could start going out, pause, in just a couple of minutes here. He's holding on for dear life right now. That does restrict the blood flow greatly. Now we're back to the main picture here. We're out of picture-in-picture. Mark applying those right hands everywhere they go. See right here. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting some information on the side there too, which I appreciate greatly. Daivari's up on the second rope here. We're looking at a potential superplex right now. Mark's trying to fight back. Constant right hand shots to the midsection. Big forearm. Daivari goes down like anyway, pause. Mark Briscoe up on the top rope right now. Mark Sterling trying to get involved in the match. Rolls through. Briscoe rolls through. Tries to give him the big boot. Gets caught in a sleeper hold. Daivari's got him in a legit sleeper hold. Briscoe fighting tooth and nail to get out of it. Runs back into the corner. Daivari does not let go. Second time, still no bueno. Third time is the charm, but Daivari turns it into a lariat and lowers it. Boom. Mark Briscoe hits the floor, and we've got 50 viewers. Thank you very much. That's all I asked for. At least we got there. I'm happy. Thank you guys for showing up. Daivari picking up a 2 count now, really about a 2.5 on that right there, but he definitely had Mark in a little bit of trouble. See what we're working with here. Mark is redneck hulking up as we speak. Sterling's about to lose his shit down on the floor, which makes it even funnier. Mark Sterling is very entertaining if you give him a shot. Whips Daivari into the ropes. Daivari comes back with a shoulder tackle, but it just did not hit home kind of like he thought it would. Daivari tried it again. Nothing. 3 shoulder tackles in a row. Briscoe has eat all 3 of them. Blocked that with the redneck kung fu block. Big right hand to the forehead. Oh. The heart punches. The heart punches. The redneck kung fu heart punches. Briscoe up on the second rope there, catching 10 the hard way right up top there. Daivari is literally wondering, are we still in Connecticut, boss? Yeah. All right. Flying forearms, running forearms, so to speak. Daivari reverses the rope throw right there, comes back off with a shoulder block, takes Daivari down to the mat. No question where this is going at this point. Fisherman suplex turned into a brainbuster. Daivari does not know what galaxy he's in. Still manages to kick out on a 2.5. Briscoe's got to be wondering what it's going to take to put him away at this point. Guys, if I start getting a little bit more quiet, I am actually losing my voice live as we go along here. I do apologize. I'll work on it. I'll be quiet for the rest of the night after this, and I'll work on resting my voice really, really good tomorrow because obviously I'm losing at this point. We are at 52 viewers. Hell yeah. Briscoe catches him and then drops him in a Death Valley driver, and he's heading up to the top rope. He's heading up to that high rent district right there where dreams are made. And Daivari runs over, catches the rope. Briscoe falls down in a heap, probably caught the jewels on the way down. Briscoe's got to figure out, well, yeah, he caught the jewels on the way down. He's trying to figure his way out right now. Not looking good for Briscoe. Might pick up the L here. Daivari is hooking his shoulders. And Briscoe turns that into a backflip. Let's see here. Got him locked up here. Can we get Sterling completely the hell out of this match? That'll work. Rocky Romero comes down to even up the odds. Daivari trying to mess with him, but it just didn't work out. Not in the way he thought it would. Here comes the chair. Briscoe's got his launching pad. We're going to see a chicken fly. Sussex County chicken in the air. Gets Daivari back in the ring. Starts heading back up to the top. Looking like this match is about over. Froggy drop. Froggy block. Whatever. Froggy bump. 2, 3. Mark Briscoe picking up the win over Daivari. We got 54 viewers. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. I get more than I deserve every week, and I appreciate it. I know you got a choice. You chose us. Just sort of in the middle of this thing here, just a quick reminder, this stream is brought to you by Cosmic Snacks and Freshen Up Energy. When you want to find synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. And when you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. They're taking a break. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back.
Seriously? Somebody got to call a plumber. You got to read.
Here we go.
You're heavy game, son. The scout for football college is up the stand. You'd rather go to school for insurance. I didn't raise no insurance, man. But you did, Dad. Football's your passion. Well, mine's providing round-the-clock protection with progressive customers of Bundle Home and Auto. Jamie, we need you out here for football. You're giving up on your dream, James. Yeah. I can make them worse. Oh, James, wait! That's not good. Should we sell the car and get something bigger?
Yeah, we can do both on cars.com.
But what if it's twins? What if it's quadruplets?
Are you freaking out?
I got this.
Cars.com. Where to next?
Hello, Moto.
Have I told you girls how to make explosives?
We were Catholic. It was a segregated society. Everything was great. We wanted to be doing what the boys were doing.
What were the boys doing? Balls on how we got.
It's right. Do you regret your actions? Get off that couch and come to Old Navy for holiday styles and steals.
To help protect from HIV, iPad without pills. With Aperture, a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of
And we're back, 53 viewers, live and in living color here on the Graps TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. Let's see here what we've got. Anything good for news while I'm waiting?
and get tested before each injection. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away.
See here.
Aperture does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex to reduce your risk. Get Aperture as scheduled. Missing doses increases your HIV risk. Don't take Aperture if allergic to or taking certain medicines that may interact. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions, liver or kidney problems, and mental health. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical.
All right, nothing good on the news right now. I don't know what Werner's going to have here in a few minutes, but I do know that at the top of the hour, we're going to be going to, at the Covalent TV, we're going to be going to the Covalent TV. I'm going to drop that address here for you. That's going to be coming across Facebook and everything else. We're going to drop it in Twitter too. Just so everybody sees the link, I want to make sure you see that's who I'm going to be hanging out with right after this. We've got, not wasting any time here. We got Commander and I'm having a brain fart here. Bear with me. I've got to go to the picture. Yep, we've got Rocky Romero. I just said his name a minute ago. Rocky Romero and Commander live here. I like the way Tony Khan has done this booking this week. I can only hope Collision is going to be like this tomorrow. Nothing like coming back and getting a fresh match right out of commercial break. Nothing but action. Very little talk, all action. That's what Rampage has been for the last several weeks. And, of course, we got Alex the Hype Man, which if you happen to hop into Covalent TV, do not mention Alex the Hype Man. Take that. Do everything. I do the reverse of everything that I say and go from there. Big flip, I know what they call it, but I'm not going to call it. Double pin, and both of them bridge out of it. Let's see here. Rolling, Rocky Romero rolling with Commander. Test of strength. This is something you rarely see anymore. Commander doing his version of you shouldn't have gone there. Ooh. This is what we live for right here. Nice. You know what, guys? We're just going to call this piece by piece because this match is going to move so fast. And here we go with a suicide fly. Suicide, yeah. Commander got Rocky Romero on his back. Pause. On the floor. Pause. And, he's getting ready to deposit him right back in the ring here. This is going to be nothing but high-flying action all the way through this. I didn't see the comment on Facebook, and I can't get Facebook to load right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having issues getting the stream to load on Facebook. Let me see what we got here just to see where we're at. Give me a moment here. See if I can get it to load here. I don't know if it will or not. So kind of bear with me here on this one. I'm trying to get it to load so I can catch what those comments were. Okay, so basically I got nothing. It must have come through on Twitter and I completely missed it. And it didn't go into the multi-stream. I apologize for that, but we'll get you right here in a little bit. I'll go back through and I'll look at the comments and see what it was. Rocky Romero whipping Commander into the turnbuckle really, really hard, bouncing hard off that. Rocky Romero with a clean suplex, big knee to the back. Starting to slow this thing down just a lot. Yeah, I am losing my voice a lot. The kind that T ain't gonna fix. So we're here, we're live. We got 54 people in the house. Romero gets him up on the top turnbuckle here, looking like we might get a superplex here unless Commander can reverse it, do his ring or rope walk, and go from there. Alex the Hype Man over there trying to distract a little bit. Not quite working. Superplex. Romero gets Commander into the superplex without a problem, relatively easy, but it looks like both of them are the worse for the wear after this. Rocky Romero rolling back up, trying to get to his feet, not quite making it. We're going to picture-in-picture, and at least they know where to put the picture. It's over there and not over there. That's always a good thing. Got the TV literally right beside of me. One of these days, my eyes are going to go blind from this, but you know what? We're going to have a good time tonight. That's all that matters right there. See here. Big commercial for Wipeout. Zales Jewelry on my end here. Big chop from Romero to the chest of Commander. Commander's in all kinds of trouble right now. It's hard to realize because it's lucha and they move really quickly and they move constantly. But Romero's got Commander in trouble, but he's reversing it right now. He got him in the ring, got him in the corner. Romero just popped right out of there and popped him in the back. And, yeah, Commander's back down. Pause. Got him in the corner, and let's see what we come up with now. Got him up on the ropes. What are we doing here? What is this? Looks like it's going to be a running knee to the gut. That was innovative. Yeah, I mean, it was innovative. Rocky got a running start towards the camera just to get a quick pose in. Don't think that's a great idea. We'll find out in a minute if it was. Commander trying to get back to his feet here. Commander did lose his last match to Leo Rush in a barn burner main event on Rampage a couple weeks ago. Or was it? No, it was last week. Last week that he lost to Leo Rush. So Commander working his way back up, trying to get back to his feet. Rocky Romero getting him up. Pause. Pushes him into the ropes. Big elbow into the base of the back. Just so you know, that's not exactly a fun thing. I've had that happen to me. It hurts a lot. Just because I wasn't in a professional ring does not mean I was not in an amateur ring at one point in time. Big elbow to the back. It looks like this is going to wear Commander down. Will it get enough for the 3? No. No, he picks up about a 2. That was a solid 2. It wasn't even a 2.5. And they've gone straight to commercial right now, so we're going to take that with them. We'll be right back, guys.
And with this latest DraftKings offer, new customers get $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Now you're feeling it. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Sign up with the promo code.
There we go.
200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet just $5. The crown is yours.
Cut out the car mobile turbo with case. The #1 selling head gasket sealer and radiator leak repair.
Not how you would have done it. You bundle things right. That saves you up to 10%.
And we're back. MVP's attention caught by that moonsault from Commander. Let's see what we got here. Commander looking like he wants to get there, and Romero catches him in midair. What we going to get out of this? Uh-oh. Pushed him in the rope. Flying drop kick right off the rope. Let's see here. Come on, man. Actually, I find myself cheering for Commander inside quietly. Let's see here. Commander gives him the yes, sir. And he eats 2 boots. Not 1, but 2. Romero with the flying... that was like a flying sliced bread right there. Picks up a 2.5 on Commander. Commander definitely not sure what planet he's on at this point. Let's see what we got here. Romero gets Commander back up to his feet, whips him into the ropes. Commander does something kind of like 619. He's got Romero up on his shoulder for a running buckle bomb in the corner. A running buckle bomb in the corner. All right, let's see here. Commander playing to the crowd, working his way up to the top rope. I don't know what we're going to get here. I don't know how this is going to work out. He's walking the ropes. Boom! And Commander picks up the win over Rocky Romero. 1, 2, 3. Alex the Hype Man, hyping like hype is hyped. MVP looking really impressed with Commander in the back. Could we see Commander in the Hurt Syndicate? Could we see Commander in the Hurt Syndicate? That would be a good catch. Meanwhile, Anna Jay in the back. We're getting ready to talk about the Collision Best of 3 series. I refuse to call it a rubber match if there's 2 women in it. That just sounds kinky. Taya Valkyrie coming up here to have a conversation with Anna Jay. Probably going to give her a couple of fashion tips. Actually, she's coming up here to ask her if she thought she might need some backup. And, of course, Anna Jay telling her, yeah, I don't. I guess we're not going to see Vendetta. Anyway, Anna Jay totally interrupted by Taya Valkyrie, I'm sorry, having a discussion about who's going to have her back. In the meantime, LFI making their way out to the ring right now against as yet to be named, but because they were actually just not named on the poster. Leading me to believe that the opponents are already in the ring, obviously. LFI's Beast Mortos and Roosh making their way down to the ring right now to face You know what would be really cool right now is if Beef and JD Drake came out. That would be hilarious because Beef and JD Drake been catching a whole lot of extra TV time on Rampage. Oh, never mind. We got them in there right now. It is local talent. And if they're out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, it's probably going to be local talent out of probably that school up there close to Maine. Or no, the one that's close to Boston, the one that Dijak works with. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Dijak has a group that he works with outside of Boston up there, and that's the only place I think you can find reasonable local talent to work at LFI. So let's see what we come up with here. I don't even know their names. They haven't even announced their names. We don't even have a clue who these guys are. So they're enhancement talent number 1 and 2. And they're enhancement talent about to get squashed. Let's see how they work through. Ooh. Wow. Beast Mortos just gets better and better every week. That's all there is to it. I'm glad Tony's got him on his show and not the other one because God only knows what would be going on there. This enhancement talent is pretty fucking good, too. You don't have time to show off, I can tell you that much. Here comes the world's best Samoan drop. Giving the tag to Roosh. And we're going to say enhancement talent number 1. And enhancement talent number 1 is about to have their entire intestines realigned. He's like, just send in enhancement talent number 2. Roosh just spits in his face. Let's see what we get here. Here comes ET2, enhancement talent 2. ET phone home, because I'm telling you right now, ooh, that came out of nowhere. ET2 about to phone home on another planet. That drop kick to the back of the head was something else. Roosh is taking it up to another level tonight, it feels like. Whew. And we got 54 people in the crowd here. Thank you very much, guys. Bully Ray and Devon have a school in Connecticut. I did not know that. I really, serious to God, did not know that. But I don't think would Bully let his talent work with AEW? That's the question. I mean, would he even pick up the phone if Tony called? That's the question I got right there. I'm with you on that. I did not even know. I figured they'd have something going on down in New York. I didn't think they'd be that far up. Well, you say one, you say the other. Yeah. It's not that far out. It's really not that far out. Meanwhile, Beast Mortos working on ET2. And ET1, on the other hand, eating some steps while ET2's getting ready to get the Hearns. That's right, big boot right now, because you know what? If you mess with the Bull, you get the Hearns. And there's the Hearns. Roosh dragging him out there, and we're going to get a 1, a 2, and a 3, and you could count to 500 on this one. But I'll tell you, I did not know Bully Ray and Devon had a school in Connecticut. It wasn't. I really thought they were in New York. But yeah, so hey, maybe this is where the talent's coming from. Who knows? Roosh and the Beast Mortos pick up the win over ET1 and 2. Backstage segment with MVP. Probably going to tell how he was impressed with Commander. Speaking of which, we have a slight conundrum here. MVP, if it's the MVP that I think is the MVP, has been announced for GCW Bloodsport. He's going to actually be on the same show with some NXT talent. I wonder how that one's going to go over. We're going to be covering a live watch-along for GCW Bloodsport when it comes around. I'm not 100% sure what the date is yet. As soon as I get the date, I'm going to set up the card for it and everything else. MVP actually scheduled to be on the GCW card. In addition, Xing herself. What in the world? I'm having brain farts left and right. Probably the medicine. Roof. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. The woman in NXT, Natalia brought her around. Xing girl, she's going to be in it. And those are two big names that I caught out of that. And that tells us Ricochet's coming up next here. We are almost done with Rampage. Just like that. Fastest hour in wrestling. Real quick, before the night gets completely away from us, I've got the address in there right now. If you are on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitter, join us with @TheCovalent TV immediately following this to get your facts, data, statistics. And the best review, period. You're going to be in a lot of other shows. You're going to hear a whole lot of stuff you want to hear. Join us at That The Covalent TV, and you might hear something that you may not like, but you got to respect because it's a fact. Other than that, at The Covalent TV, following Rampage, usually about 8 to 10, maybe 15 minutes afterwards, they're going to bring you those facts, data, statistics. They're going to hold a dumbass accountable. They're going to bring you the news and, of course, the best review on the web. I don't care who you're watching. They're better. They're better, they're smarter, and they're just way more entertaining. 2 hours goes just like that. 3 hours, gone. You look down and we're already an hour and a half into the show. So for some of the best analysis on all platforms, that's at The Covalent TV immediately following Rampage. This stream is brought to you by Freshen Up Energy and Cosmic Snacks. When you need to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks, and when you want to find synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. Yes, I'm losing my voice quickly, so I'm going to take it a little bit easy on this one. I'm kind of sticking through this commercial here because obviously we've only got 15 minutes left. We got Ricochet up next for the main event. I'll be right back in about 30 seconds.
This holiday season, add a little McCormick magic. So everything you do to create something special, it turns into more moments that everyone will remember. Making the holidays memorable for over 135 years. McCormick. So your holiday brunch is missing a few things. No sweat. From cream cheese to fresh fruit and more. Order shipped same-day delivery for last-minute staples. Just in time for Cheers.
Who can solve this equation? Anyone else? Fine. Jake, from State Farm. Okay.
It's the personal price plan theorem. If you bundle your home and auto, that can equal an affordable price just for you.
Bundling. Just another way to say it with the personal price plan.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back, waiting on that main event right now, coming to you live here on Graps TV and the Sicko Show. We're going to have Ricochet versus Dante Martin. This right here is going to be close to the match of the week. It's probably going to be a cheat code, and this is going to be another one of those matches that just moves so fast I can't call it. I'll just be reacting to it as I can. I got to tell you, man, Rampage is definitely... We're going to have roughly 45 minutes worth of wrestling in an hour because I counted the promo segments minus the actual commercials. We're going to have 45 minutes of wrestling here in this hour, which is what makes it the fastest hour on television. Right now they're hyping up the Anna Jay, Mariah May final match. Best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. We're going to find out. Anything goes. And believe it or not, guys, you are going to actually see how an anything goes match goes. Meanwhile, we're back live here. Ricochet making his way down to the ring right now. I'm just going to be a little bit lower energy than possible so I can keep my voice for the next 12 minutes. That's all I got to do is make it 12 more minutes. I appreciate it. We still got 54 rocking with us tonight. Thank you very much. You guys make this all worth it. I promise. I'm very thankful for all of you. Not a few of you, not some of you, all of you. Thank you very much. You guys made my night. You made a rough day better. And just by being here. Okay? That's between me and y'all. Nobody else ever hears this. I don't do snips of a watch-along show. I'll do snips of reviews all day long. But a watch-along show, that's just us hanging around, hanging out, chilling, having some drinks, having some chips. I got chips, but I thought that might be overkill. All right, here comes Dante Martin from Top Flight. Dante Martin. So we had Dante Martin and Layla Gray tonight from Top Flight. Layla Gray opened the show. Dante Martin's going to close it with the Ricochet. Not just anything, the Ricochet. There we go. And announced AEW Full Gear next Saturday. We are going to have a live watch along for that. We're going to start at 0 hour. We are going to start with 0 hour. We're going to cover it from 0 hour to the last bell. To the last bell. All right, we get a handshake. We get a gentlemanly handshake between Dante Martin and Ricochet. The bell is rung, and we're off. The two men who can absolutely defy gravity. We had a collar and elbow tie-up lead to a headlock. And, of course, Dante caught him with the scissors. And Ricochet reversed that back down into a headlock. Meanwhile, talking shit to him the whole way because that's what Ricochet do. Yeah, we're going to have Commander and Shelton Benjamin. Look, you guys want to be here tomorrow night. You want to be here tomorrow night for this Collision card because this Collision card is going to be something else. I have not looked at anything. I don't do spoilers, so if anybody drops spoilers, you're gone. But other than that, yeah, Ricochet was going for the suplex. Dante reversed it into a flip. And that did not work out correctly, and we're into a bridge situation. Going to reverse it, going to try to do the backslide. That did not work. Ricochet reverses it into a backslide. I think Dante's got his hands full on this one. Dante going for the sunset flip did not work. Turned into a small package, Ricochet did. Uh-oh. Oh, no, into the scissors. High drop kick. Dante does not know what planet he's on. The reset button. MVP is back there just like going, damn. Just like the rest of us. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Dante gets completely out of the way. Misses over there. Blocks the punch. Dante looking for and Ricochet getting right out of the ring. Missing on that. Oh, Ricochet missing. Big knee from Dante. Ricochet's in a little bit of trouble here. I think they're going to be heading to picture-in-picture here in just a minute. What in the world? Dante flips him over the top rope and tries to block that high kick. Got a little bit of it. Don't know how much he got. Ricochet with a flying elbow, flying lariat. Picks up just the 2 count. 2 count only. 2 count only. Ricochet still alive and well in this. Fresh Ink says be fearless. Not Fresh Ink, but you get it. And Ricochet kicks Dante out to the floor. And what are we doing? What are we doing here? Ricochet just sashaying on out there. Like ain't no way in the world Dante gonna come back or anything. Big chop from Ricochet. Dante trying to get himself composed, wondering what universe he's in, trying to figure all this out. And Ricochet's like, boo me some more, please. What in the world? Oh, yeah, Dante come around through the ring turnbuckle and catches him with a kick out of nowhere. Let's see here. Big chop from Dante. They're down at the announcer's desk. Big chop from Dante. Slips Ricochet back into the ring now. Dante's starting to feel himself, pause, and making his way back into the ring just in time for Ricochet to catch him with a double axe handle. to the back of the neck. And another double axe handle to the back of the neck. This is like some Arn Anderson shit, by the way, guys. What you're seeing Ricochet do right now was made very famous by Arn Anderson back in the old territory days, WCW, Four Horsemen. That was a staple move Arn Anderson had right there. So obviously Ricochet's done his homework on this, picking up some new stuff for the slower moments in the ring, which is something that he needed in WWE, and he's picking it up right here. The question is which way is this tide rolling? Ricochet put everything he had into that Irish whip, into the turnbuckle so hard, Dante had no choice but to flip over the top down to the floor. Dante's in all kinds of trouble right now. Ricochet getting warmed up. Ricochet getting warmed up right now. What's Ricochet going to do? Is he just going to let him get counted out? Normally that's not his speed. Makes you wonder if something's going on here. Dante trying to get back on his feet, trying to get back in the ring, barely beats the referee 10 count. That's not normal for Ricochet there. We're going to keep an eye on this to see what's going on, because what just happened there is not normal. That's not a normal thing for Ricochet at all. All right, slight hip toss, big kick to the back. Dante not sure which way's up. Got him in a side headlock there with a knee to the back. Getting ready to turn it into a mini abdominal stretch. Knee to the back, mini abdominal stretch. Couple of punches to the kidney here. That's a long lost art too in professional wrestling. Nobody uses that stuff anymore. Nobody uses that at all. And, of course, we're catching commercials for Collision and Dynamite during the show. Dante forcing his way back up. Big right hand to the gut of Ricochet. Big left, big right. Ricochet answers with a chop. Dante starting to kind of halfway Hulk up, but Ricochet putting a stop to that right away with a solid body slam. Making his way up to the top rope. Not sure if Dante is seasoned enough for this yet, but we will find out. Oh, and he rolls through. Catches a boot to the jaw from Dante. Big right hand, big elbow. Ricochet throwing him into the corner right there. Getting stopped just short of. That was a move, by the way, right there. Dante Martin showing he got mad hops, too. Counted two, not enough for the 3 count. Ricochet actually, for once in his professional career, trying to figure out which way's up, questioning life decisions right now. Should have been a little bit more forceful. Dante just whatever that was. Suicide dive out of the ring. Takes Ricochet out. Dante slings him back in the ring. Hops to the top rope. Does a springboard. And just enough for 2. Just enough for 2 right there. Dante wondering what he's got to do to put Ricochet away. And the answer to that is a hell of a lot more than what he's done so far. Ricochet actually in trouble for the first time in his professional career, aside from the match with Will Ospreay, and aside from the match with Will Ospreay and Konosuke Takeshita, this is the first time we've seen Ricochet in a little bit of trouble here. Half Nelson from Dante. Ricochet reverses that, gets him into a... Whoa, that's reversed. Big elbow, hip toss. What in the world is going on here? Power suplex into a broken arrow. Ricochet cutting up. Half moonsault. 1, 2. Not enough for the 3. I knew that was not going to be enough for the 3. Ricochet's got to be using his modified hidden blade to pull this one off. I think he's going to have to dig deep for that one. Got him up on his shoulders. We're going to get a Death Valley driver. No, we're going to get elbows to the head. Dante Martin escaping the Death Valley driver predicament. Ricochet shoves him into the ropes. Super kick. And Dante, last-ditch effort, throws an elbow up just to see what we were going to get. And Ricochet catches him in midair. And not enough for 3. Close, though. That was a 2 3/4. Looks like we're going to end dead on this thing right now. Just a reminder, I do want to thank y'all for choosing Graps TV. I know you have a choice. You chose us. Thank you very much. And this stream is brought to you by Cosmic Snacks and Freshen Up Energy. When you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. And when you need to find synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. Ricochet trying to get him into a pinning predicament. And Dante Martin with those intelligent knees. Looks like we might get a little bit of an overrun here. Reverse suplex. Ricochet digging down deep. Yeah, he's got one left in the chamber. Hidden blade out of nowhere. Dante Martin clock clean, clock stop. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, everybody, tonight for joining us on Graps TV and The Sicko Show. I've been your host, the Matty Man. We just got through 3 hours of good wrestling and 1 hour phenomenal wrestling. We'll be live tomorrow night with Collision and a Collision Watch Alone. You'll see the posters out for it shortly here. I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate your effort. Your effort is not unnoticed. I definitely appreciate that. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock live on Graps TV and The Sicko Show. And for right now, good night, America, wherever you are.